Hello comic book people of the world, let's talk about The Naked Knight issue number 3 from Class Comics. This was illustrated and written by Sonny Victor. Previously, we had been introduced to the character of Dylan Prescott. He had been abducted from a bar by Dr. Madston and his twink assistant Kevin to start exploring Dylan's powers and his abilities in a more of a cosmic scale. But there's also a very dark background to what's taking place because we really don't know exactly why Dylan is chosen, has these powers, and what's after it. Until this issue when we find out the sinister backstory to his father. His father's name is Dimitar, who's also from Earth like himself. He was literally an astronaut that got lost in space. He ended up on a planet called Gaia where a priestess let him know that he is their future king. He climbs a giant tree, pulls out a huge sword, and he finds a bunch of angels that are his servants. And they're his servants in many ways. He became a heroic king, fighting off demonic creatures from his kingdom. He even took a wife and had a child. I'm going to assume that he's a bisexual character, or he's just leading into the whole idea that this is what's expected of him for being a monarch. Unbeknownst to him, he finds out from the demons that the birth of his child is also the downfall for his own immortality. It's unfortunate because he gives into the darkness. Up to this point, he had been quite heroic, but he has to eliminate his son in order to keep himself as being as fair and beautiful as he's been up to this time. And then bam, just like that, he's suddenly an evil character. Luckily though, his wife takes his son, who happens to be Dylan, off to Earth. In the meantime, Dimitar's age does start to catch up with him as he's trying to search out his son so that he can slay him, which is somewhat where we appear at the end of issue number 2 when he appears in front of Dylan. So we're starting to find out a bit more about what's happening in this universe. We have a whole cosmic-y, super-powered, heavenly, demonic creature vibe going, and a whole fall from grace from a being that is seemingly a protector. So we have a sympathetic feel for him, but at the same time, he's also pretty much in it for himself. I find it kind of interesting that Sonny Victor decided to draw Dimitar's older persona to look very similar to like Odin and maybe Zeus, or maybe a biblical god character, just very similar to what a lot of people interpret what God looks like. It is an interesting story. Will Dylan's father redeem himself, or will Dylan be forced to kill his own dad? And because it's Class Comics, you know there's going to be some sexual tension between the two of them, despite the fact that they are related. I mean, maybe not outright sexual tension, but you know what I'm talking about. Sonny Victor's made a great universe just out of these few characters. I've already done comic book reviews on issues numbers 1 and 2 from this series, but there's also a spin-off series called Tales of the Naked Knight that I also did a review on that takes place on Earth, and it encompasses about what's happening to the police officers investigating Dylan's disappearance to begin with. So I think it's pretty darn awesome, and I love Sonny Victor's art style. But I will leave it at that point. If you're interested in reading this, it's available in PDF form on Class Comics website at classcomics.com. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching me in this video. If you haven't done yet, check out my Patreon site, check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I'm in love with a hero.
I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm just getting over the cold/flu. I have pretty much both of them for the past couple of weeks. I'm getting a lot better, but my voice is like really dead. This little bit of talking that I did almost killed me. Hopefully for the next videos I'm going to be doing is slowly going to get better and better.